I cannot believe it. Instead of giving us Nero Fest, Hunting Quest, they decided to do absolutely neither one of those and instead gave us a surprise banner. For anybody that predicted that we weren't going to be getting either one of them, but we were actually going to be getting another Dead Week, congratulations. I don't like that you're correct on that one. I don't like that we have another Dead Week. But, you know, you were absolutely 100% right. Now, to be fair, this is actually a pretty good banner, but I don't imagine very many people just have a bunch of Saint Quartz lying around. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention on NA. We kind of just had Koyenskaya come out. Morgan just came out. Oberon came out. Melusine came out. Morgan also came out for her first banner. We have been absolutely sucked dry of all of our Saint Quartz over here on NA. And then you also got people that are looking forward to summer that, you know, it should drop in like a month, but who knows what they're doing at this point now. Like, I made my guide and I was like, okay, these are the events they could nicely, you know, fit into the month of August. They should all be good. But now I'm like, is summer really going to get pushed back to like mid-September at this point? Are we actually skipping Nero Fest? What is going on right now? I have absolutely no idea. But, you know, topic of today's video, let's start talking about this banner and whether or not you should summon on it if you have any Saint Quartz remaining. Like, I don't know if you got any Saint Quartz left, but this actually ain't a bad banner over here. But before we begin, if you have not already, make sure you leave a like on the video and you subscribe to the channel, as your boy's gonna make sure that you are up to date on both the NA and JP versions of the game. Also, if you want to see me stream, I do that every weekday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on my Twitch, which is linked down in the description down below. Although I missed technically yesterday as this video is going up because I was trying to practice for my 24-hour stream, and so I stayed up for like 36 hours. So, you know, I did miss that because I was a little bit of a sleepy lad, you could say. But anyway, let's start getting into this actual banner and, you know, kind of talk about how good it is. So obviously the big Mac Daddy that you want to go for if you got Saint Quartz is Merlin over here. Merlin, him coming back, absolutely crazy. This is really nice because the last time Merlin came back around, I believe was Summer 4, I believe it was, is when he came back for like, wasn't it just a weekend? It was like a day on the weekend. It's not much better here. I don't know what it is with them being like, Merlin can only come out for like 2-3 days and that's the only time to get him. I don't get this whole like artificial rarity thing that they're doing for Merlin over here, where it's like, oh, he's super special, like you gotta get him. Like, he's good. Obviously, I recommend a lot of people go and summon for him if you don't have him, but is he so good that you have to limit him to like 3 days? Like, Castoria came out for what, like 2 weeks? Something like that. Koyenskaya was out for like 2 weeks. Oberon was out for like 2 weeks, and all of those guys are way better than Merlin is, right? Like, they're way more relevant to the current meta of the game than Merlin. Merlin's still really good for like challenge quest, for just doing really big damage turns, but even then, you kind of have Oberon for, you know, doing those big damage turns. Now, you know, Oberon's kind of taken over that role, especially with Black Grail, but he's also really good for stall strats. You've heard me probably mention there's the Castoria Merlin plus like Morgan setup that is pretty much nigh unkillable once you start getting it set up. Very, very strong. If you don't know what Merlin does, let's say you're a bit of a newer player and you're like, hey man, I don't get what the whole big deal about this guy is. So basically, skill 1, the guy's going to give you a nice 20% attack buff and he's going to give you a 20% battery. Second skill has like a little crit reduction thing, but the main thing is that it's an AoE nope skill, right? It gives your entire party invincibility for a turn, which is very, very strong. And then his third skill broke the game when it came out. Hero Creation gives you a fat 50% buster buff for 3 turns and a nice chunky 100% critical buff for that turn as well. Make sure you don't forget that it's only 1 turn, so use it when you actually have stars preferably. And then his NP is really good. One of the best NPs in the game because it's very basic. It just gives the entire party HP regeneration, it gives you star regeneration, and then, you know, that's about it, right? Like, you get HP, stars, NP. Like, it's just the 3 most fundamental things that you need. Very, very strong. And it makes him very good for a lot of setups. If you have Saint Quartz left, I would recommend trying to go for him. He's definitely going to be a bit better than, say, going for some of these Summer Servants. Although, I do know there is the appeal of going for Summer Servants, obviously, for, you know, waifu reasons. But if you're going for more, like, meta or really strong servants, Merlin is definitely a very strong pickup. If you've got people like Himiko, he pairs very well with her as well, certain setups like that. So yeah, if you don't have Merlin, now is a really good time to pick him up. It's funny because a lot of people have been asking, okay, now that Koyenskaya and Oberon are out, who's the next major servant that I should be going for? And I'm like, technically it was Scotty in December, right? Because Scotty's still like kind of a major quick support, and then if you want to do anything quick related, you should probably pick her up. And it's just nice to have her on your account. But now you have Merlin, and Merlin's also pretty nice. I don't think he's as necessary as, say, Scotty, because Scotty kind of makes quick what it is, whereas Merlin is now kind of a nice extra piece for Buster stuff. Koyan Sky and Oberon have kind of come to the front line, but he's very, very strong. Funny enough, we're going to get Proto Merlin, I believe, next year, if I'm remembering correctly, is when we should be getting her for summer next year. And she's very similar. It's funny that both Merlins are kind of just like really nice additional pieces of support for both of their metas. But yeah, this is definitely the main one that everybody's probably going to be like losing their minds over, that Merlin came back around. I hate that we had to postpone Nero Fest, and hopefully we actually still get it, but the fact that he's coming back around is going to be a very huge boon for a lot of players if you can pick him up. Now, Karen coming back, I have no idea why she's coming out for Lost Belt 6. I don't get it, but you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. Karen came back around, because she came out during Valentine's, but she's coming back around right now. Very nice pickup servant if you do want to go ahead and grab her. I mean, Karen's not like the most nut-bustingly good servant. Like, she's not gonna like transform your account overnight, but she is very strong. Like, she's rocking a lot of batteries. She's got the quick buffs. You can use her as a looper. She can be a little bit awkward as a ruler, because ruler's like not the best offensive class. It's one of the few things that I think holds, say, Amakusa back a little bit, is that even though Amakusa has like one of the craziest kits of all time, the fact that he's a ruler doesn't make him the best as an offensive servant. It makes him very tanky, but it doesn't really lend to him doing a whole lot of damage, right? Kind of the same thing for Karen over here. But Karen, she kind of gets by a little bit more because she's got a whole bunch of fat batteries in there and everything. So that's definitely really strong. Now, look, if they wanted to be super insanely based, they would have dropped Maeve here and they would have given us the skin from Lost Belt 6, make it an NA exclusive, but they did not do that. Now, I mean, Maeve is definitely very strong. She's kind of like Ozzy in a way, where she's kind of like a pseudo DPS support type, right? Like, she supports phase and males technically with like the double charisma thing. Being able to like take out dudes is also really nice. If you need that like anti-male niche, she could definitely be really good. But I don't know, unless you're a super huge fan of Maeve, if anyone's going to be specifically going for her when Merlin is right there, right? I imagine some people will probably go for Karen if you missed out on her for Valentine's Day, but this is definitely the prize. If you've got spare Saint Quartz and you don't really, I don't want to say don't care about the summer event, right? But if you got a little bit of extra Saint Quartz to spare, sorry, I misspoke there, but if you got that, then I definitely recommend going for Merlin. He definitely will put in a lot of work. If you're one of the people that's like, do I need to go for NP2? Not really. It's not like Castoria where you get like a 50% charisma if you go to NP5 or anything. I think you get like extra HP regeneration. It's whatever. Like, I think the best effect for Merlin is like the star refund every single turn. I really do like that, and that's on his overcharge anyway, so that's all fine. But yeah, that's basically it. Again, really sad that we're not getting the event, but maybe they don't want to conflict with, say, JP's anniversary. They don't want to drop like a crazy event on Global and they want all eyes on, say, the anniversary live stream. Maybe that's what they want to do, but I have no idea. I don't get it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. Oh yeah, I guess Gawain and Tristan are also on radar, but who cares about those bums? Yeah, let me know if you guys actually are able to get any of the servants that you go for. Hopefully this video serves as a little bit of a catalyst for you, but I will go ahead and get out of here. Won't take up too much more of your time, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.